Okay, welcome back. Now, in this video, I'm just going to pick up from where we left off in the last one, of course. And in the last one, we gathered a list of keywords that I showed you how to get in using the Google AdWords keyword tool. So now we have those keywords, which you can see I've got here in this particular spreadsheet. That's the list that I extracted out of the keyword tool with local monthly searches, and I deleted the data in these cells because it was only a percentage of competition. What I want is hard numbers. So I'll just quickly show you how I got that again, just to give you a refresher. If we pop over here, remember this tool, and I typed in the keywords and then quite simply went down here, selected the ones that I wanted, and went up here to the download. You can download all 800 if you want to, or you can download the ones you've selected, and that's exactly what I did there. Saved it as a CSV for Excel and then simply downloaded it, and that was it. So back over to here, I've opened up this file now, and that's the file. That's how it looks. If you open that in Excel, you'll get that data. I'm using a similar program to Excel called Numbers on the Macintosh. Essentially, it does the same thing. So as you can see, I've got all those keywords, and of course your keywords would be a list of keywords that relate to what you're trying to do online. So now I'll show you how we get the competition data, and I'll tell you why we're doing this. The reason we're doing this is because what we want to achieve is we want to find a list of keywords that have high monthly traffic with least amount of competition. And why do we want to do this? Well, because when we're starting a new website or an online business, the worst thing you can really try and do is go for the most competitive keywords, because they're usually being taken up by the oldest sites with the most traffic and well-established sites. So what you want to do is go for the ones with the least competition but still getting good traffic. That way, over time, you'll build some ranking credibility within Google search engine, and then you can slowly go and target those higher, those more competitive keywords. And you'll probably find naturally that if you're ranking highly in the search results for your keywords that you're focusing on now initially with the low competition, you'll find that Google will reward you with sending you traffic over time from those higher competitive keywords. So let me just jump straight into well, there's two ways we can do this. There's this way, which is the manual way of getting this information, and I'll show you another way using a piece of software that I use all the time now in building my online businesses. So simply copy the keyword, okay, then we go over to Google and I'll paste it in here. Actually, I'll do that again. It didn't quite work. I'll copy that, and I know why that's not working. I know. Okay, so if I just type in photo greeting cards cheap, and then hit enter, you'll find I'll show you, there's a number just here. Now what this number indicates is the amount of pages that contain the words photo, greeting, cards, and cheap. Okay, so that's about 4,340,000 pages. So that's a lot of pages. So what we want to do is focus on the whole phrase. So the way to do that is to put your search phrase in inverted commas, and that tells Google to bring back results of pages that are indexed that have the term photo greeting cards cheap, or cheap photo greeting cards, in that order. So the words, that whole phrase. So you'll see that the number now is considerably less. We're talking 93,000. roughly. So what we do here is take that figure like this, I'll copy it, and then I'll go over here and I will paste it into there. Okay, so now we have our competition, and I'll just make this a little easier to read, and I'll center it. No, left justify it. And we have our competition, and we have our local monthly searches. Okay, and then I would do the same for this one here. Copy, go up into the search here, and paste it. And there again, you'll get these search results. Now, I just want to point out, in case you don't already know, that these particular search results here, they're paid for. Okay, they're adverts, and these companies have paid to bid on this particular key phrase, and their ads appear here. They'll sometimes appear up the top here as well, depending on how competitive the actual key phrase is. Now, as you can see, this particular key phrase has a lot of competition as far as how many pages have those words on it. So again, I'll just copy this and paste it into there. And as you can see, we've got a lot of competition, but it does get a lot more searches. Interesting though, that when we have a look at this search result, that there's not a lot of ads. So it tells me that although the search phrase gets a lot of traffic and is relatively competitive as far as the Google index goes, there's not a lot of people advertising. So it may not be a very profitable key phrase to be bidding on. So that's just something to look out for. But we don't know that yet. We haven't tested it. All we're doing now is getting the data. So I'll do one more, and we'll simply copy, and I'll paste it in here, do the search, and again you'll see that this one is less competitive, but you'll notice it has an ad up here. So this particular section here, that's an ad, as well as all these results down here are paid ads as well. Okay, this stuff here, this is all organic, so that's number one listing right here, and you've got number two, and so on as we go down. And these are organically listed. And this is what you want to try and achieve. The reason we're doing all this is so that you can target keywords, and then eventually when this is typed in, you will get the top position. Okay, so again, I'll just copy this information here and paste it in there. Okay, and then normally what I do is go through all of these and fill this in with all that data. Now this is a very long and very tedious process to do, and this is how, this is how I had to do it in the beginning. Anyone doing online business in the beginning who's getting all their data, this is how we had to do it. But nowadays there are tools available, and I'm just going to show you exactly how I do it. It's up to you whether you want to get these tools or you want to do it the manual way like this. It's completely up to you. But this next way I'm going to show you, and I'll do that in the next video, is a far quicker and more effective way to get your keywords and your data that you need to move to the next step. So I'll leave that here, and I'll see you in the next video.